Hey, Ken here at Waters Garden Center. Today we're talking with John Ford. He's the foremost expert on all things Bonide Corporation. They're a major manufacturer of bug and weed killers, but some of these specialty weed killers or plant killers, how do you use them? We're really we're way beyond the Roundup products and some of those glyphosates. Now we're into the stuff that really works. So two products I wanted John to cover for us was brush and stump killer, and then the vegetation killer. How do you use those and when do we use them? John, welcome to Waters Garden Center.
Thank you.
Why don't you start with brush and stump killer, or brush killer?
Two primary uses with brush and stump killer. The first is on woody plant material. It'll either work through the bark of plants or it'll work through the leaves of plants, mixed with water and applied directly to the undesirable plants. And it will kill it down to the root system, including the root system of the plant over a period of time. Does require warmth for it to work. It will not work in cooler temperatures.
So the temperature would be
70s.
70s?
Yeah.
Okay, the growing season when you want to use this.
Right.
And then does not affect the actual soil.
Right. So
just
you can
affects
use
the plants and the roots.
You can use it up next to desirable plant material without any damage to them. It doesn't absorb through the root system of the plant. It doesn't work that way.
That's awesome. Right. Great product. If you want woody products like oaks,
right,
locusts, elms, those little elms coming up, this is the product you want to use. You cut down a tree and you want the suckers, you don't want the tree to sucker up. This will wipe out that entire root structure, like on a willow, cottonwoods, Lombardy poplars. This one really is effective. Okay.
It also is a control of broadleaf weeds and grass lawns, and it's regulated for that as well.
I did not know that.
It's like a super ultra as far as the coverage is concerned.
Gotcha.
Right.
How many square feet would that use then? How many?
I believe it's 6,000 square feet.
Okay,
right.
Gotcha. So it's used as a concentrate. You can cut it with water in a tank sprayer or put it on full strength on those oaks coming up, stumps, and it really works.
Right.
Vegetation killer.
That is what we call ground force. It works like the older style products, Pramitol or Prometone. The active ingredient allows to prevent all weed growth for up to a year. The claim there really depends on the porosity of the soil. So if it's really dense, hard soil, it'll keep weeds away longer. And if it's sandy, loose loam, you may not get the year's control. A gallon of this product only covers 300 square feet, and it's best used with a watering can. This is not a hose end applicator or a tank sprayer. This is a watering can so you can locally control weeds. Does not move in the soil that well like the older brands. The general rule of thumb is to keep it 3 feet from the drip line. So if this were the foliage mass and my hand were the trunk of the tree, you would keep it 3 feet or so from the foliage line to make sure that you weren't killing any established.
So I'm a little nervous at selling folks this vegetation killer. Take a look. Vegetation killer. This kills everything. Kills the soil. Anything in the soil. It's all dead, dead, dead for a long time. I use this at the garden center in the tree racks where weeds just tend to come up in the greenhouse where we have the flower seed just coming up. I really have it on the shelf for us to use, but down the driveway at your own yard in the rock lawn, this would be highly, highly effective at wiping out weeds for a long period of time. Generally speaking though, I'll steer you towards the Weed Beater Ultras, the cleanups. They're safer. You can put them right up underneath the canopy of the trees. This I would not spray or use right underneath the trunk of my trees, right at the base of my roses. I would keep it away from the foliage mass where the roots kind of grow into that. So just use it where people are walking around, you get some weeds coming up. Vegetation killer. John, thanks for being here and talking, well, brush and stump killers and vegetation killers. Thanks for tuning in to Waters Garden Center.